Hello, Libra. Welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. Or if you're interested in more tarot readings after this, go ahead and check out my wife's channel at Val53 Tarot. She's read you as well. Thank you. I'll be starting by pulling your current or overall energy. And then we'll be going into clarifiers. Okay, I'll get the cards out first, and then I'll begin. Wow. What? Wow, okay. A little bit different energy today, Libra. A little curious as to what this is or what's going on. But jumping into this, geez. What you're showing me right now, things are very uncertain. Things feel like they're up in the air. You don't know where things are headed. You don't know how things are going to progress. You're kind of wondering at the same time, how did you get here? Or how did things just kind of end up here? Overall, though, I do see that there is some type of realization you're having. And whatever this realization is, it's actually kind of fascinating. It almost energetically even turns everything from dark to light. There's a lot of happiness here. And I'm not too sure exactly what this is about. But you got a lot going on for yourself. And I do see that you are in the process of addressing everything, looking at this, trying to figure out what changes or tweaks you can kind of make, what you truly want to do, what direction you want to take things. And then at the same time, unfortunately, there is some sort of heartbreak, some sort of heartache, or some sort of pain here that is very difficult that you are in the process of healing from and working on, because I do see you are doing the work. Now, that being said, as you're healing, you are focused on your plans for the future, which you are in the process of making, which you do show up quite confident about, but there is still some sort of investment here you are trying to figure out how to make more improvements on. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into clarifiers. I'm curious on that. You're kind of telling me that something has changed literally overnight, but what is it? What's changed overnight? Ooh. Wow. Did something change overnight, or does it feel like someone changed overnight? Like in a blink of an eye or something? Not necessarily a blink of an eye, but because ultimately what you're showing me is you don't know where things are headed, and because of that, you're being very cautious. But at the same time, the more that you're on this path, it's almost like the more emotionally irritating it becomes, to where you're just not feeling it, but it's an energy of I'm not feeling it and I'm not in a good mood. It's like, okay, something doesn't feel right. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. You're realizing something, but it's interesting because whatever this is that you are realizing, I feel like you may be seeking advice or counseling, some sort of guidance here. Because ultimately, you are kind of using that as a reference to kind of gain further perspective and clarity on your situation. But it's more so to kind of move past this and get off this path or get off this course. What's fascinating about this is it also is kind of pointing in the direction of wanting to communicate or say something to someone. That's fascinating. It's almost like you're wanting to be done with something for the sake of wanting to open up and communicate. But to who? About what? Is it someone? It could be someone. You might be wanting to make your way towards someone, but you don't know what it's gonna do. You're kind of wondering, like, what are their emotions? And as I say that, there's the lovers coming out. Oh geez, you're kind of saying there's so much happiness here. At the same time, you're like, how does there's so much happiness, and you know you got to make that decision about whether it's going to be commitment or not, but you're choosing not to. You're like, nah, I'm happy. That's all that matters. I know I got to decide, but I'm not going to. Okay. Your preference. Yeah, okay. Okay, Libra. Yeah, I get it, but you're trying to figure out how this is fascinating. You're trying to figure out some sort of roundabout way to start some sort of new beginning, and I feel like it might be between you and someone. It's like, that's what's fascinating, because if commitment's not on the table, then what is this? Like, what is it? What is it? Because it's well, there's heartbreak here. So what is it? Ooh. So it's not that. It's about money. You're heartbroken over money, Libra. Or are you heartbroken and now you kind of have to choose to focus on yourself? I'm not too sure. You're trying to create some sort of new idea, but I kind of feel like you're... Yeah, it's definitely financial. You kind of switched gears on me. You switched gears. 'Cause now you're like, yeah, and there's the tower. Goodness. Jeez. It feels like you're letting go of something or someone. Or you're wanting to. But that's what's fascinating, is it feels like you're trying to get past something or get past someone to communicate to someone for the sake of some sort of new beginning. Like I said, it feels like a roundabout way, but you're like, I don't want to choose. You're kind of telling me I don't want to focus on money. I want to focus on them. Well, you might be actually planning on revealing something. I feel like you are. Oh yeah, there it still is. There it still is. You're like, no, I'm gonna still kind of hold my own, stand my ground, be confident, and still continue believing in this. Okay. Okay. So you're figuring it out. You're piecing it together. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's where the work's got to be done. There's no roundabout way for that. To change your situation and your circumstances, there's no way around that, Libra. You're going to have to do the work. And that's what's fascinating, is I kind of feel like it gets all the way to the end here of you trying to kind of like find your way through this, and all of a sudden it's kind of like, boop, stop. You got to do it. You got to really look at this thing and really figure out how to make those changes. But I feel like you are. I feel like you are. But of course, if you are dealing with anyone, we do have showing up. Pisces, Taurus, heavy Pisces, Leo, heavy Leo, Aries, Aquarius. And that's it. Goodbye.